Hey, how's how's it going? I wanted to show you something that I put together really quickly here, just to show you how easy it is to take an idea from the experts, in this case, Claude, Anthropic, and turn it into a real application that could be really relevant for you and also anyone in your organization, and you can share it with them. So I came across probably second or third time I've stumbled across it. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a prompt library by Anthropic. And so they have all these really cool examples that are really useful. You don't have enough hours in the day to try them all, but one of them that stood out to me as potentially having a very relevant use case is the oh gosh, there's so many of them. Was the cite your sources. And so I know that that is always a big question about when AI is hallucinating or not. And when you're generating responses and you're able to cite the sources in your reference documents that you're providing to Claude or whatever, being able to refer to the actual quote for review can be really helpful, or also when you're publishing any kind of report. So this these instructions here give you the actual prompt, but they also give you the don't be intimidated by this. So there is code at the bottom here, and what I did here is just copy it. You can see that the system prompt is actually like what you would typically give to the chat interface, but I just copied this whole thing and then I pasted it into my Claude Desktop, and I said, like, can you create an application using this code? And so I had to kind of play around with a little bit, and I won't go into those details there. Just to, I didn't need to provide an API key because I'm already using Claude. And so I had it remove that, and I just made it look a little prettier and making sure that the final output was clear, that I could see the sources cited. So I ended up in a matter of like 3 minutes with this application. And so it loads as an artifact in the right here. And then I tried it out. I tested it. It was working. You're just pasting content in. And then there's this button here. It's copy, but you can also publish it. So this is where, not only useful for you as the author, but you can test it and then release it to anyone in your organization or the public, frankly. And then when they execute it, it will use their Claude code account, their Claude account. And so again, here's the prompt. What I did was I copied the, just as an example, the Apple 10K from 2025, and I pasted it into this. This is the application that I just built, and it's the shared version. So I just opened the link that I generated when I said share artifact. I pasted in the 10K, and then I asked the question, what are the brightest spots in sales figures? And so, like, even in this one question, there's a lot going on, right? Like, what does brightest spots mean? I didn't have to say like greatest revenue or most units sold. I just used a term that we would use and understand basically what it meant. So just in that one question alone, there's a lot going on. But anyway, it's a simple question to us, and thankfully it is as well for Claude. So what it does first is list all of the sources, the relevant quotes, its interpretation of what a bright spot means, which we seem to agree on that. It's on increase in sales by region, blah, blah, blah. And then this would be the answer. And you can see that it's giving basically like a summary of these bright spots, but then listing the source or citing the sources above by number. And then what's kind of interesting is you can go and like just to validate. So I'm going to copy this one piece of text, go back to the 10K, paste it in, and there it is. So it is actually citing a piece of text from the source. So again, what did I do here? I took a prompt that someone else built that's proven, right? In this case, Anthropic, Claude, I trust them. And I turned that prompt into an application using Claude. And then I shared that application outside of my own instance, right? And so the whole organization can benefit from this relatively easy implementation of one of their prompts. It's basically an application. So hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.